Let's see if we're working to me. Alright, looks like we're good. Sweet. Well, man, the couple weeks of just running really fucking hit me this week. And like legit put me down hard. So I've been kind of just chilling and trying to chill all week. Man, I'm feeling mega rough. Screwed up my meds a couple times. Couldn't sleep. It's been a thing. But I'm still gonna stream, and we're still gonna have some fun checking out some ratkin, because I fucking love ratkin. Be them vermin or the veermin or a skaven. Like big anthropomorphic rats that murder things are like one of my favorites. So I picked this up from one of the local hobby stores a while ago. They gave me a little bit of a discount on it, and because just nobody was buying it, right? I think somebody ordered it in, and then they didn't want it. So I want it because I really like the Mantic stuff. I'm actually really enjoying the Mantic games, and it's pretty cool. You're gonna get this big fat kind of rat leader guy. Then we're gonna get 6 of these kind of bruisers. These guys are a little more sci-fi-y than the rest of the army, but it's okay. But we're gonna get those. We're gonna get this weird runner rat, kind of beast monster thing. We're gonna get the boss guy, and then we're gonna get 40 troops. That's a fucking lot of troops, by the way. Especially for a Mantic game where you multi-base things. Yeah, this is a lot of troops. So. So I think we're going to put some stuff together. Just kind of have some fun with this box today. Alright, so this is one of the sprues for the big guys. Another sprue for one of the big guys. Third sprue for another set of the big guys. And then we got some of the rat boys. And some more rat boys. And you guessed it, more rat boys. And surprise, surprise, more rat boys. And then we've got our boss here, who's in resin. And this guy who's in like board game plastic. And a whole bunch of bases. I'll print out multi-bases for these guys. This is what I'll end up doing. But before that, we'll actually put them on little individual bases. So let's get some of the troops glued on their bases. And then we can put their arms and stuff on. Let's look at the runners first. These are really nice runners. Alright. Let's see what we got. We got 5 different rat boy poses. I do wish, since they're going to make this runner, they would make 10 individual poses. And then 5 sets of weapons. Again, I wish Mantic would make this 10 and 10. Or 10 complete unique ones. Like, this is a lot. This is good, but if they made it 10, that would just be really awesome. So, alright, what do we got here? We got our runners. We got some kind of poison pot. We got a shield. We got our bodies. Over here, we've got a whole bunch of heads that are all unique, because that's awesome. And then we got some of the legs and some more spears. Yep. So it looks like we got 5 spear designs, 5 sword designs, 5 shield designs, 5 body designs, and then a whole bunch of unique heads. So let's see, we got 13 heads, which is pretty cool. Hello! There's the back side of the shields and stuff. So, I think the best route forward probably for putting some of these suckers together is probably to just get some of the bodies out maybe like 5 of them. Then we can figure out what leg goes where. Alright, and then let's see. So I am kind of laying them out like there are in the sprue, because I'm assuming these legs have some kind of number on them. They do. Okay, good. So they've got really hard to see numbers. Holy shit. So it's B, A, C, D. And these guys are D, C, B, or these guys are A, B, C, D. And these are D, C, B, D, C, A, B. Okay. Man, it would have been really nice if they had just done A, B, C, D on each side, right? They did it on the bodies, and then they didn't do it in the legs. Oop, knock that arm out. Yeah, because this one's A. That's weird. Cool. Is that really the right leg for that? That looks wrong. It looks like that leg. Yeah. That's totally for that leg. Does that mean this one goes here then? Yes. Yeah, that one goes there a lot better. So, if you're curious, these guys are bigger than the Skaven. They're just like both taller and chunkier models. So if you wanted to buy these to like fill out a Skaven rank, because you get like 40 of them in a whole box, you could do that, but just be aware that they're not going to like one-to-one line out with your normal Skaven infantry. They're going to be like big chunky boys, which would be great for the like armored Skaven guys if you wanted kind of more bestial versions of those, or if you just wanted to mix them in and have like big and small rats, that would work fine too. But just be aware that they're not like 100% analogous to a regular Skaven infantry guy. Okay, I guess I just had all the numbers wrong. Jesus. There we go. Yeah, so I guess every time we cut some of these out, we'll just see what leg fits. There's only one fits, really. There we go. So you're probably like, why don't they have tails? Well, a lot of them actually have tails. They're just kind of like wrapped around their legs or on their back or something. Which I know a lot of people like. I do wish they had more visual tails for myself, but I know a lot of people like the kind of like attached tail, because it means that it's less likely to break. But I mean, I'm going to be multi-basing these guys, so I'm not super worried about that. So I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue on them, because this way I'll have something for them to hold on to. You could use blue tack or whatever for this, but I just glue them. It does a good enough job. Because I will make up their bases independent of them. And then... Oh man, are we even on the camera? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? There we go. That's better. What am I doing? There we go. Just gonna glue him down. Same thing for this guy. Just give him a little bit of that old crackle, and then they'll stay on the base nice. And I can just snip them off afterwards. So let these guys get set up on their bases. Take a whole load of crackle on this base, so we'll use that. Let these guys get set up on their bases and we'll build somebody else. I think we'll take a look at that big bestial rat thing. I do like that the rat can have kind of like, I don't know, they have kind of more like hand kind of feet. More like actual rat feet, I guess. Which I do think makes them a little bit more unique than the GW ones. Alright. Let's see what we got in this baggie. Baggie of goods. We got a whole bunch of crap. Let's see, what is that? That's something's crotch and something's butthole. That's what that is. This is a laser gun. Pew, pew, pew. We don't want the laser gun. That's a choppy wings. Choppy wings are cool. And then we got, looks like 2 different head options. And how do these work? I see 4 different arms, but there's also these. Oh, these are feet. These are for the feet. These are for the feet. Look at that. Look at that. That's what that is. Okay. The irony, I was just talking about their weird hand feet, and then I was like, where do these hands go? Good job, Josh. Alright. There we go. And there we got this guy too. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of Fallout, so I just kind of was in the mood for something else. And I have a trillion projects on the go right now, so I really shouldn't build something else. I really shouldn't be doing this, but I don't know. I'm in the mood for building. I'm in the mood for Mantic stuff. Nice. So you might be able to use plastic glue with this, but I don't know. So I'm not gonna, ain't gonna risk it. Just gonna use the old super glue. You fence together nice, and the detail's really good on there, though. Fill up his butthole. Oh, really? Man, it is not my day. God. Okay, I get it. Like, fuck. Ay, ay, ay. There we go. Alright, now he has 2 options for heads and 4 options for arms. So let's see, he can have these. How does that go? It's like a grabby forward arm, I guess. So that is, and then we got this one. Which other one do we have? This one? Just kind of like a down at the ready arm. And then we have another, we have a grabby forward, no. That'll be fingers on the ground arm for that side. Or a, like down like that kind of arm. So we got some options. This thing's actually kind of cool. When I was looking at the box, I was like, that's the lamest thing in here. But no, this thing's actually pretty cool if it ever stays the fuck together. Alright, so what do we want to do? I think I want to... He's kind of like posing like he's grabbing. So I think let's do a grab. Let's do one grab arm like that. And then I think I'll do... like that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. I think that's what we'll do. And then it looks like you can have some kind of like gun. Man, I put too much lube in this guy's butthole, I guess. Pardon me while I blow in his butthole. That didn't work either. We'll see if that stays in his butt this time. Don't know if that's going to help, but we'll try. So, put the grabby arm there. And we'll try putting his butt plug tail back in. Like that. And this guy I'm actually just gonna print a whole base out and attach him to it. You know what? Now I can put him on another one so I can just start painting him. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. There we go. So let's do that while we wait. Since we got this. Put a little bit of glue on one of his feet here. And it should be enough to hold him up. While we look at the other parts. Alright, so we don't need those arms. Now we've got this blaster. I think the blaster's too futury. I think I want the blades. I think that's cool. And then we've got this helmet here. Just painting my Cadian boys. Nice! Yeah, Acadians can be fun. There's a lot of fun variants and options for them. So, like, if you don't like the official models, there's tons and tons and tons of cool 3D prints or other companies. Or alright, I think we're going to do the head without the helmet. I think I like that one better. So. This goddamn butt plug keeps falling out. Dude. For real. Here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to attach it to the leg too. I'm going to take a trip from the other ratkin models and I'm going to go ponk like that and give it 2 points of attachment. And that will hold it on. Just like that. No. Stay. Stay. No. And now doing that, I knocked him off the base. Today is not my day. Well, if you really wanted to, you could magnetize. Today is definitely not my day, guys. You could magnetize the gun on the back really easy. You would just drill or take that off and put a magnet there, take that peg off, and it would magnetize really easy. Well, I'm going to be honest, I think that gun looks dumb, so we're not going to do that. He's just going to have the stabby spikes. He's going to be a stabby cutty boy with his little emo blade wings. There we go. Emo blade wings are go. And I do want to put him back on that base, so a little bit of glue on the feet, and then on the base he goes. Do do do, do do do. Okay, and we'll just set him up to dry, just like that. Just like that. There we go. Alright. And now our 5 little guys that we put on their bases should be ready for their gear. So we got our 5 bros here. Let's make sure the pegs for their arms and heads and stuff are all clear. And then I guess let's do these ones as spearmen. Because what are our options on this bro? We've got spears or swords. We don't have any ranged options for these guys. So, yeah, let's do these ones as spearmen. We do also have some kind of whip, but I think that's for like a boss. So we'll just do these guys as spearmen. And it's raining outside. It's really nice. I can like hear it through my window. That's really good. Oh. Alright. Then they're going to need shields too. So we'll take one from the shields that we knocked out earlier. Monk. Monk. I will say the multi-basing is actually one of the things I like the most about these Mantic games and models. This looks really cool to have a whole bunch of dudes on one base. And in the end, it looks like you end up having this huge, like actually like a big army versus like a bunch of like independent guys. I don't know, there's just something about it that really like makes it look more like a spectacle, I guess, when there's a big army of guys. Man, my body is rough after the running for my work trip and then hanging out with my family and all. Like, it wasn't anything that any like one did. It's just the like backswing of the anxiety pendulum. You know, it's a bad time. Leads to a tired me, and not for any like particular reason or anything like that, just existence, you know. So these guys are going to do with their spears kind of up, because I think what I'm going to do when I multi-base these guys, I'm going to do one round or one layer of guys with their spears like up, and then one layer of guys with their spears like down. Because I think I'm going to have each one of these. I'm going to make a 20-man unit out of 10 guys, I think, on my multi-bases, which is a really nice, another nice thing you can do with the Mantic models. Like, they give you 40 models, but they don't expect that to just be 2 units. Like, they expect that to be, like, 4 units. Or 3 units. 3 or 4 units. Like. So when I multi-base these ones, I think I'm going to make it so that the first rank has like all their weapons down, like they're about to charge, and the second rank has their like spears like up. So I think we'll do the spear up guys first. Like they're in the back, kind of readying, kind of thing. Go. So yeah, so I fully expect to get a full 20-man unit out of 10 guys. Because I'll multi-base them. Because really, like, 5 guys fills up a 10-man multi-base really well. Especially when you add a little bit of terrain in there and all that kind of stuff, you know? So, it fills it up really good. So, like, if you look at... if you look at these hobbits, for example, these halflings, right? That counts as a 10-man unit. And, like, it's nice, right? They're not too crowded. You can see every model, right? Like, you can kind of see the personality in every one of them that they've got. Or, like, this is also a 10-man unit, but that's 6 models on there. Because it's 5 guys and a dog. I want to paint these rims neon green. I think that'll look really cool. Or some of them I don't even know how you would do 10-man, because this is a 10-man unit, right, with 5 models, and like I don't know how you fit another model in there without gluing them on top of each other. I love these, by the way. These are the Night Stalkers models. These things are, like, phenomenal. They did such a good job with these. So yeah, my different Manta Garbies over there in the back. This will be the rats. This will be my fourth one. Because I've got Twilight Kin that go with these. And I've started working on them. Started painting them. And they're pretty cool. They are a lot more... they're like pretty high quality miniatures, to be honest. Like, surprisingly so. They just have like tons and tons of detail and stuff that I was not expecting. So I expected them to paint up really easy. That was not the case. Some of them are a lot more complicated. And I'm not super sure how to do some of the models with my color scheme, so I'm kind of figuring that out, you know. Whoop. There we go. All right, 5 guys with spears. Now let's do their shields. Yeah, with those gobos, I actually had to clip off a bunch of their arms after they were painted and everything, because I just couldn't get them to fit on the base because I had done their spears all kind of like willy-nilly. So for a bunch of them, I had to like clip off their arms and reposition their spears so the models would actually fit together. So for these guys, I'm trying to do a much more like logical approach for them. I like this body a lot. This one's really cool. Where he's got like, sorry, you keep catching my beard. I apologize. Catching my beard and it keeps killing the focus. I like this body a lot though. It looks very heroic. Like, I'm glad they all don't look like this, but it's nice that even though I have essentially 8 versions of the same bodies here, like some of them do kind of look more character-y. There we go. And we'll build a sprue of the big guys too. Just so we can check that out together as well today before we are done. I would actually like to get this full sprue of rat guys built, so maybe we'll do that first, then we'll check out the big guys. All right. Oop. Nice. There we go. 5 rat boys. Oh, they just need heads. Alright, well, since I mentioned it, let's get the other 5 out. And we'll get them done too. Bonk. Bonk. And then we can have what will go on one 20-man base. So the other models, if you notice, I did all their bases as like small as possible size, right? Like 10. I think with these guys, I'm going to have a big 20-man block. Because right now I just rank these other bases up. like this, and then that counts as my 20-man block, right? And I can just move it around like that. But for these guys, I think I'm going to actually do a full base this size, because it'll let me do some kind of cool like positioning and stuff on there. I think that'll be really neat. For anyone curious, I'm drinking Real Gold. That's a Japanese sports energy drink. It's got a Mammoth Man on the bottle, which is why I buy it. Plus, it also tastes really fucking good. Alright, so I need their legs. Real talk, it does taste really good. I think the Mammoth Man is a bad guy from Kiku Man, I think. Don't quote me on anime knowledge, though. My anime knowledge these days is terrible. I know basically nothing about anime. At least like modern anime, you know what I mean? If you want to talk about like Mobile Suit Gundam, I'm here for days, but if you try to talk to me about like, I don't know, Spy Family or whatever, I'm fucking totally lost. Rah! Watch old man fiddle with plastic toys. Sorry, I'm just being mean to myself now. I shouldn't do that. It's a side effect of when you run out of energy. All the like intrusive bullshit that's there in the back of your brain all the time starts leaking to the front, you know? Gotta pull his leg that I just threw across the room out of my beard. There we go. Ooh, doo, boo, boo. But yeah, it all catches up with you after a while, and you're tired and trying to go to bed, and kind of like anytime you let your guard down, it hits you, you know. And you're feeling like this, and it's no good. It's no good at all. I'm really enjoying the Mantic stuff. I kind of want to get some of their, they have like a Frost army I kind of want to pick up. I think that would be fun to like do some like ice elementals and, you know, like a big like Wendigo and all that kind of stuff. I think would be really cool to go with like icy kind of Viking guys. Alright. Yeah, I was looking at a shit. There's it's called like Shadow and Ice or something. It's a starter set for the ice guys. It comes with a bunch more of these late stalker guys. I was looking at that yesterday because they give you the they'll give you the new like rule book for free. So I was looking at picking up one of those. But I have enough right now. I need to chill. Been buying too much stuff because I don't feel good. kind of went on a crazy splurge buying fest for Fallout. So I could have like multiple factions and set my table up and all that stuff, you know. Now, in fairness, a lot of the stuff I did for Fallout was 3D printed. But I also have a lot of the official models. Which, by the way, buying them from the Modiphius store is really dumb. Because they're really way more expensive there. And it's really annoying, because they're way cheaper on Amazon. But I like to support the makers, like, directly. Especially for the, like, they sent me a whole box, because of, like, basically, like, 2 miss packs. And I was like, holy shit, so... The company's really cool. But, like, I don't know. It's legitimately, like, 50% cheaper on Amazon. It's kind of crazy. I actually don't even know how that's possible, to be honest. Alright, we'll set them up over here and let them set. And while they do that, we'll take a look at one of the sprues for the big guys. Oh, let's do heads. We didn't do heads yet. Ooh, let's see. These are cool. Mantic rat heads are really cool. They're really fun. I like the one with the goggles. I'm going to put him on the front. I guess let's see. Let's do this one. And that one. There's a lot of fun options in here, though. There we go. Forgot to do heads, man. And they're nice. They all have a lot of personality, the heads do. And since they have so much personality, like, they're going to add a lot of variation to the models. Which is kind of actually how the halflings work. Like, I legitimately think you could do, like, 60 plus halflings before you would have the same guy. Like, that would be even more crazy if they had actually given you more bodies. But... Also, I do think there is something with the multi-basing where it doesn't feel as like copy-paste as when you put like 5 Space Marines together and they're all slightly copy-paste. Like, I don't know. I think it has something to do with the multi-basing. Maybe just like an optical illusion created by the fact they're all kind of ranked together. We'll give this kind of heroic posed body the helmet. Dun 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 dun! Fancy looking rat man. Yeah, you can see even for troops, they have a lot of personality to them, which is cool. They did have the unique number of bodies per runner, though. God, this would be like one of the best sprues in wargaming, like straight up. Same with the goblins and the halflings. Like, they're just killer, killer, killer. Alright. let's move these guys over. Let's take a look at one of the runners of the big guys. All right. So, looks like the big guys. Looks like their legs are pre-clipped for us in there. No, there's only 4 of them. Oh, I guess each one has a bag of pre-clipped legs. Okay. And let's see. We get 4 different dildozer arms. We get an arm with a cannon on the back. We get a big dildozer. We get a big cannon. Alright. And then we get 2 bodies, 6 different heads. That's pretty cool, to be honest. Those are cool fucking heads, too. Look at those. They're fucking cool. Nice. So these are Veermin models. They just kind of double in the fantasy range as well. Oh, which to be honest, I'm fine with. I don't mind that. But I think that would probably trigger the hell out of some people. But I think they look good. And this fantasy isn't like strictly, I mean, they're giant rat people, right? Like it's okay if they have a drill in the fucking fantasy world. Like, that's okay. You know? This isn't like a strictly like one-for-one kind of realistic fantasy thing, you know? Come on. There we go. Got the glue working. So for these guys, what we're probably going to do is we're probably actually going to glue their asses to the base. And then let that dry while we work on the other 5 little rats. I might need to get the other glue. Rat ass. Just broke apart. And again. There we go. Alright, now let's get the feet out. It is also really nice these models just don't need instructions, right? Like there's a little bit of weirdness here with what arm goes to what gun. But like I can figure that shit out. It's not that freaking hard. You know? Like the neck peg goes into the neck hole, like it's not that fucking hard. Alright, so that foot could go there, or we could put, okay, this foot could also go there if I want him to be more slanty. I could do that one, or I could do this one. Alright. Feet choice is actually going to really change up how this model stands, to be honest. Alright, I gotta get the other glue. Give me a second. I'll be back. go. All right. Glue 2, ready to rock. And then I guess we figure out what foot goes with that one. So that one would work. Does this one also work? Kinda. This one works better. Alright, so maybe it's like 2 sets of feet that can go on either legs versus like fully independent foot choices, which to be honest makes more sense. Yeah, looking at the legs now, that makes a lot more sense. I am curious if you could use the other feet on this set of legs, though. But we'll try that out next time. All right, we'll let those glue for a minute, and then we will clip out some of the arms, I guess, for the other rats. Start working on what they got. Trying to stretch every now and then. Hunching over the table's killing my back today. Man, I'm just full of wines today, aren't I? Jesus, wine. But these models are legit. Hello. How are you? So, yeah, lots and lots of rats. And then we'll need 5 heads. Let's let's do one of the heads as the big metal like leader head. We'll do that, I think. And then I really like the goggles heads. They're really cute, so we'll do those. I'll make those 2, and then we'll do this one here with the bandit mask. Like that. And that leaves us with 3 extra rat heads, so we can have a bunch of variation between our guys. Oh, we need the last spear too. Alright, and while that is done, we will see if we can put those guys' asses on their bases. Huzzah! And just a little bit, little bit of glue so we can clip them off later. Bonk. Like that. Shit. Give me that Nuka-Cola machine. Yes, to make sure the models don't fall off their bases, I'm holding them up with a Nuka-Cola machine. And then this one, okay, he'll just stand on his own. Good. Alright. And now we'll let these set on their bases while we put the arms and stuff on the other rats. And we'll move this one over like that. And then we can start working on the other rats. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Alright, so let's have this one be the boss. I don't need the super glue anymore. Let's have this one be the boss. So because the heads get in such a way with the arms and the shields and stuff, I might actually put the heads on first, I think. Yeah, that's a cool freaking, come on. That's a cool freaking helmet. It's like, man, I want to be able to carry a third sword. But you don't have a hand for it. Make my helmet a sword. Alright, these guys are going to be the ones that are in like attack position with their spears. Man, this is one sprue so far of rats that we've built. They haven't even finished that yet. Just saying, you get a lot in these boxes from Battletech. And it's cool too, the models are legit. Like all the other armies I've shown off, like they're just freaking cool. Alright. Thinking maybe this tight shield for him, like that. Looks like some kind of elf or like monster shield. I think the tight shield might clash with his mask a little too much. Let's try putting the tight shield on this guy. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, the tight shield will fit on him a little better. I guess maybe like got a little bit of nub there still. Anybody else got nubs on their shield still? You do. You do. Yeah, that one's not gonna work at all. Will this one work and kind of be like out of the way? Yeah, that one should work and be like out of the way. That should work good. Like that, where he's got a little bit wider of a stance with it. Just hit the outer limbs a little bit more glue. There we go. There we go. It won't get in the way of the helmet as much. All right, what spear do we like? I'm feeling this one. And these guys are going to have their spears kind of down. Missed a little bit of nub on this one. There we go. I do also want to point out that all these Mantic models are like, you can get an army for like legitimate like 120 bucks, and it will be like all of the models you'll ever need, unless you end up wanting something like weird and extra. But like the scale and cost of the game is not the same as like Warhammer, right? Like you end up having more models on the table, but they're multi-based. So like mentally they're easier to keep track of, at least in my opinion. Because if you have 40 guys on like 2 bases, that's a lot easier for me to keep track of than it is for 40 independent models that I have to wiggle across the table, you know. Man, I'm not having any luck with shields for that guy. There we go. There we go, that one works good. And then they all need stabby spear time. Here we go, we got stabby spear time for this guy. There we go. We'll have a row of like stabbing guys and then a row of like supporting guys kind of in the back. And I'm not going to rank them up exactly, so they should be kind of like roughly like a horde-ish. So it should make them a little more rabble adjacent than like organized army. Because like my goblins, I want them to be like the completely unorganized army that I have. These guys I want to be a little more regimented. Or the like the hobbits, like in my brain they're like militia force, right? So half these people are like farmers on a normal day. You know, these guys are a little bit more regimented, ordered, like kind of raiders, in my opinion. You know, like they have like actual armor and stuff. It's not just like, oh, here's the family hand-me-down that's, you know, shield that's been in the family for 30 years. They definitely want to hold their spears upright, though. Much easier to get that position than it is to get them pointing forward. I guess because you're really supposed to rank them up, like, you know, by the 20s. But I think it'll be okay. I think we get some cool poses out of it. And then when I'm not like quickly doing it on camera, I can definitely get some awesome poses out of it. There's definitely some resistance to put the arms down, you know. Here, let's see. Can we get better on this guy, maybe? Now, I'll show you guys the trick to reposing these arms. There we go. Now it fits like a fucking treat. Yep. Oh! Basically, I just carved the little tip off. And now it fits like a dream. Here we go. You can see I'm just like ranking them up as we go kind of thing. A little little bit of glue and another contact for the body, which should make these really, like, really tight. There we go. So that's what my first sprue of spear rats is going to look like, which I think is going to look pretty awesome on the table. Alright, let's do our, well, first off, let's move, well, this guy's all glued down now, so we can really check him out as a finished mini. There he is. Super big old cutie with his My Chemical Romance wings. And we'll move these guys here to the back, and we'll work on the big guys. Do, do, do. So the big guys have some kind of fancy options. They don't have any options on that sprue. Let's see. Well, I guess let's do their bodies first, and then we can go from there. We'll do the bodies first, then we'll look at some of the weapon options. So it's kind of nice that's independent, so you could wiggle it all over the place if you wanted to get like a different design or a different position out of it. These models are also really neat because you could paint them up like they're like in a diving suit, or you could paint them up like they're in like weird armor and kind of naked. Like you could do this like bare ass, or you could do that like it's a whole big diving suit, like a Big Daddy. Because I kind of think that's what these models are really based on. I think they're super based on the Big Daddy from BioShock. So you could do them either way. If you do them like they're bare skin under the armor, they will look probably more fantasy. Because these are Veermin models, and Veermin are... There is... I cannot remember the name of it now. There is a rat bad guy from Captain Planet, and all of the Veermin models are based on this fucking bad guy from Captain Planet. Like once you see it, you can't unsee it. And I kind of love that, but like at the same time, like I bet a bunch of people, if they realize that, would be like, no, that's stupid. I think it's kind of awesome though. But the Veermin models are that way. Because I've got a couple Veermin from one of the starter sets that I start painting. And you can really see it. It's pretty cool. Alright, got two heads clipped out. I guess we'll just do the regular dildos or arms. We'll just do these, I guess. So I don't really want to do the guns because I don't know if these ones from the fantasy game can have the guns. Like, it's on the sprue because this is a Veermin unit, But I don't know if outside of like Dead Zone and Firefight if they can have the guns or not. So we'll see. We'll see. There we go. All right. So we'll do that. Since we get 6 of these guys in the box, we'll do one unit as the Dildozers at least. So. Let's try to get that little nub off. There we go. Alright, and this one here, let's see, what are our choices? Our choices are that, I don't like that, or this. Yeah, that looks cool, we'll do that. But yeah, these are big, chunky rat big daddies. Just keep going with this guy since we got him. I'll give him this head. I love these heads. They're really cool. They have a lot of like personality to them. So I knock his fucking arm off. Like there is something very like Saturday morning cartoon to these compared to like the seriousness of the Skaven. And you know, I have moments where I like both, right? Or like I like one more than the other. But like, it is cool that it is so different. Because like the attitude with these is much more kind of like, I don't know, cartoony in my opinion. A little goofy. And I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, always be careful when you reapply plastic glue, because it will activate other glue that's already been put down. So like I reactivated his body here by trying to fill in the gap a little bit. Oh! I gotta make sure his body's in the right spot now because of that. Yes, it looks good. Yeah. Still looks pretty darn good. Oh crap, is this gonna drag on the ground? Alright, we'll figure that out. So these guys, I think I want the I don't know what kind of bases I want to do for them, to be honest. Because my goblins are kind of on the bases that I was thinking of for these guys. But I put my goblins on them. So, I don't know. To think about something else for them. Right? Because my goblins are kind of like these sludge bases. Where they're like rocks in a bunch of like glowing sludge. you know, when I was just thinking about it, when I broke this box out, I was like, oh, I should put them on like purple sludge bases, and then they can have like orange armor or something. But yeah, I don't know yet. I have to think about that. So I just knocked this guy's head off. Ay, 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 ay. And I knocked his arm off. Cool. Good. And okay. Arm on, head on, apply directly to the forehead. God, I bet nobody remembers that. That's an ancient meme. That's like... That meme is like straight up like archaic. Might be kind of cool to make these guys look like they're on Hoxie's 3. Or is it Hoxie's 4? The planet from Deep Rock Galactic. With like all the crystals and stuff. That might be kind of cool. Da-da-da-da. There he is. Big ol' rat Big Daddy with his drill dozers. Alright, get out of here, Gobos. And we got this one here. Wow. Pretty darn cool. But yeah. And then we got our big boy. And our troopy boys. Yeah, so there's 1 unit of troops, 10 guys, 2 big dildozer guys, and the rat special monster all built. Oh. I'm going to go ahead and call it there, though, because I am exhausted. Because bad brain. And I will catch you guys next week. I will be doing Games Day on Saturday at one of the local stores, and then we will stream something on Sunday. I don't know what yet. Maybe more rats. Maybe we'll paint some of these. But these guys are going to sit, and they're going to finish drying, and then I will spray them tonight. It should be good. Alright, I'm going to call it, though. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, and